Hey guys, it's Dresden. And you guys know that in Minecraft, ignore those for now. In Minecraft, if you just light this obsidian array, you go through the portal. And if you go through the portal, you know, you end up in the nether. So this new snapshot that I'm going to be reviewing today has changed a bit of that. So as you can tell, this is not 1.15, this is actually Snapshot 20w14Infinite, which essentially adds infinite dimensions into the game. So as you see, we have just the normal nether here. If we go on through here, there's a couple of Easter eggs that have also been added into this. But if we go here, also, they've changed a bit of stuff around, so, you know, the whole entire thing is all mixed around, which the trippiest part of this is if you go into tools, it's all over the place. It's terrible. They've added a couple of Easter eggs. We will get to those in a bit. The thing I want to show you now is this. This is called the box of infinite books. And basically, as you can see, it's blue, but if we break some blocks here and place a couple of them, you can see, not that one. You can see that the color varies between them. So there are multiple colors that you can get. I think we got all of them. I'm not sure. And the way that you use these is you will right click, and if you right click you get a book with a bunch of nonsense in it. But the way that this works is if you throw it into the portal, you can see it has changed to different color now. So now we have a sort of light blue portal, and if we fly through it, you can see we have a randomly generated dimension. So this one looks like it has a bit of lag. Lag for sure. My computer isn't the best for this. Oh my gosh, if we ignore the lag though, you can see it has a bunch of leaves. It has some of the new wood type, it looks like. Some, I believe, bubble coral and some iron trap doors just littered around here. Let's go back to the portal before my computer crashes. So other Easter eggs they've added. We will go back in there. That was a little loud. I'm sorry if that was loud. We will go back in there. But little Easter eggs they've added. So you can see this is a block of netherite. With netherite stairs they've added are, if you look, they're the swaggiest stairs ever. I think that's the only real Easter egg they've added into this whole entire thing. We're just gonna go ahead and right click on another book. You can see we got another dimension there. We'll throw it in. This is a pink dimension. Oh, that's kind of cool. Oh, wow. So there's two generation types, or three generation types. There's a generation that's like the end. There's one that's like the nether, and there's one that's like the overworld. This is more overworld. Oh, looks like all the water is diorite stairs. That's interesting, which they've actually changed the color of. There are shulkers and nether brick around. There's phantoms flying around. There's a bunch of magenta stained glass with mossy cobblestone slabs and some potted plants with birch in them. That's interesting. There's just some dried kelp and stuff there. There's the witch's hut. You can see there's also some warped hyphae around and some bonus chests. So you can see we're back in the overworld, and here's another new book. But if you look at the portal, so you see how it's white? So if I throw it in, it can still change. So is that another white one? Oh, well, it refreshes once you do the bookcase. It takes a couple minutes. But you can see now that's orange particles. So if I go into the orange portal now, you can see it is... Oh, it's like the nether. But it has... That's just grass. But grass is like... Grass is a really weird tint. What is this? Blocks of gold. There's just blocks of gold that are green. I really like the shading in this. That's cool. Down here you got some slime spawning and some target blocks, which look really cool in my opinion in this tint. When you're in a biome, you can go ahead and go to a new dimension in the biome. So you see if I light this portal, put the bookcase down, get a book, throw it in, and boom, we're in a new dimension, which looks really cool. It actually generated the portal in the sky. It's kind of like the overworld. There's some spiders which look purple. Some purple creepers. Everything looks pretty purple. There's a village here. This is a pretty normal one. For the most part, everything's fairly normal. What's this? Endstone? So there's endstone bricks in the ground, you know, like normal. But yeah, you can see, what is that? Oh, there's just some sad little houses down here. But yeah, so there are a bunch of different dimensions. I mean, I can put the number on the screen. I'll have some information showing up on the screen as I'm talking about this as well. But there are somewhat of like over 2 billion dimensions, I think. So we just went back into the overworld here. So let's just get our box of infinite books and find another one. Alright, so this one's pretty interesting. This one has some end gateways, which, I mean, look pretty cool. That's bedrock, of course. They're like nice and purple. What's this? Oh, the swaggiest stairs ever have made it. And then there's some bonus chests with bonus chest loot. Bunch of random stuff is generated. As you can see, these weird shapes out of these stairs. These are nether brick stairs. Red nether brick stairs. Oh, I like the colors. Oh, this is stained glass. Oh, wow. Oh, that's pretty cool. I like that. As you can tell, there are also random particles that show up. So as you can see here, this is the portal particles, basically. Down here, there are some stripped acacia wood blocks with some phantoms flying around some bonus chests. Of course, they have the normal bonus chest loot in them. Pretty interesting. Alright, so I'm interested in this. So here's an end gateway. So let's just go through it and see where it takes us. Remote getaway. Oh! Oh, it just took us back here. Oh, that's cool. So it just took us up here. So I guess it takes you to different gateways. That's kind of cool. Also, I just wanted to point this out. This is actually wool. So there's cyan wool and red wool here. And that's the stone, basically. Then the grass is like this glass, which is actually pink stained glass. Just a cool little side thing. Alright, so we found a pretty interesting biome here. So all you can hear is witches. It's covered in snow and bonus chests, shulkers, and warped nether warp blocks. With some interesting ladders down there. Those are just bonus chests. It also has redstone lamps here. Oh my gosh, I need to turn the game down. Alright, that's better. I just turned down the ambient noises. So you can see there's snow here, but if you go up, there are not only diamond ores, but the islands themselves are made of diamond blocks, which is pretty cool. You also have some observers here, and some mossy stone walls. Up here, more bonus chests, just your normal bonus chest. And over here, there's a pillager tower that probably just has the pillager tower loot. Yep, bottles of enchanting and stuff, and a bonus chest on it. And this is a pretty cool one. Again, it has end gateways. The sky is covered in glass panes, and the moon is actually really big. I think the moon changes its color, and if we do, so time sets don't seem to work in at least this dimension, but that's pretty cool. The way this one looks, it looks really neat. Alright, so this is the last random one that we are going to visit, and if you look here, oh wow, just look at the sky. That's how fast the daylight cycle goes by. That's crazy. As you see, there's a bunch of stained glass colors here. Alright, so I've given myself night vision here, and you can just see the colorful shapes that have generated with some diorite stairs, polished diorite stairs. There's a couple blazes. This is an interesting design with oak logs. There's a couple of these. What are they? Nether sprouts. I haven't covered all the updates, so I don't really know what's exactly going on with the updates, but it seems pretty cool. If you guys want me to do like a kind of survival thing in this snapshot, that would be cool. So make sure you drop a like and leave it in the comments down below if you do want me to do a survival let's play of this. Alright, so along with that, there's a couple of new things they added in. So as you see here, let's just go into creative. So they have all these things, but world type, they've added a new world type called Buffet. You can actually customize this, and if you go down, there's a bunch of the different biomes. You just, keep going and stuff. But there's one that's also, there's all the ones that I've gone to, all the biomes. But if you go up here, you'll actually see there's a biome for a player with no time for nonsense. So we are going to go to that world and see just what that looks like. Alright, so this actually looks like a pretty normal world when you first load in. However, if you just go to this wall, you can kind of see what it does. There's a bunch of different, things. Oh, it's generating a lot right now. Bunch of different things that spawn in the wall, so you can see there's redstone blocks, gold blocks, all kinds of stuff that spawn in the walls. And it's kind of cool. Let me see if I can find a cave here. Alright, so that biome actually managed to crash my game. But it seems like a pretty cool concept. Basically, all the ores are replaced with different kinds of, veins of stuff. So there's, diamond block veins and stuff like that. It's a pretty cool seed. Pretty cool generation way. But it doesn't only have to be the books from these bookcases, because of course you can go in these and open them and read them and stuff. But you can also actually type in stuff into an actual book and quill. So for instance, let's see what the It's Dresden world looks like. So if we just do that, sign, let's just name it. Doesn't really matter what we name it, I don't think. So you see we have a book here that says It's Dresden. Go ahead and throw that in. And there's a new dimension generated. What does the It's Dresden dimension look like? So it looks like it's in the form of the end, with the end islands being some jungle logs. There's a couple slabs and some fire coral blocks. Is that bubble coral? Brain coral. Oh, that was close. And looks like the bottom of the whole thing has been replaced with glass, with red stained glass, or brown stained glass. Oh my gosh, I need to pay attention. Also, there's bees flying around, and the floor is literally lava. And you can kind of see through the floor for a sec. There's actually other end islands down there as well. There's in this biome, this is a different biome. There's a bunch of potion effect things, and a bunch of colored stained glass, and some water lakes. I actually quite like how this looks. And you know what? Some floating tripwire hooks, because why not? Everybody needs their tripwire hooks. So if we go up here, you can just see it's just a bunch of stone brick slabs on some cobblestone, and some yellow terracotta in the form of a Z. Now, there's a new command they've added into the game that I'll show you in a bit, but I'm going to go ahead and build one more portal here, write another thing into a book, and just see what it does. Alright, so I'm back in the overworld here with another book, and I want to see, if you type this in, theoretically, there should be a gravel dimension, right? Because it says gravel. I want to see if that would crash my computer. So it's red, let's go in, and it's really just the end in nether form, it looks like. It's got some endermen that, of course, don't like water, so there's water down here. This looks like a bunch of end stone and maybe some brown terracotta or concrete. So it really just looks like the nether, or the end, but in nether form. So there are new commands as well. So if you type /warp, it's added that, and then it types it says a different thing. For instance, let's type a color, blue. You can see now we are in the blue dimension. Wow. And you can see everything is blue. If we go in here, it's all blue. So if we spawn in a Ravager, again, it's blue. Even our character is blue, dark blue. And same thing goes for other ones. So if we do green, warp green, now everything's green. And it's basically, it looks like it's the same seed as well, but everything's green. So if we go into there, you see we're green, everything else is green. And if we do warp red, you can see, again, everything's red, including ourselves. Alright, so funny thing, I just discovered this. I am here in the red dimension, and as you see, there's also a desert temple over here. But if you do /warp and then overworld, it does not take you to the overworld. It actually takes you to a super flat place, basically, filled with magma blocks and squid that are just dying. because they're on magma blocks. And mushrooms. And it's just, how far does this go down? Oh, whoa! If you look at that, there's gravel, and then under the gravel's block of diamonds, which are the most satisfying blocks to mine and place in the game. Is there anything else under it, or is it just a bunch of diamonds and then bedrock? Okay. So interesting. So we dug down through the floor of the magma, and we found some gravel, and then we found a bunch of diamonds. That's kind of cool. And as you can see, oh, it's like the ocean. I wonder if that's what it is, because if you go over here, ignore the diorite and stuff, there's actually grass. There's like an island here, so I wonder if it's supposed to be like the ocean. So there are a couple of other interesting warps. For instance, warp blacklight turns everything super dark, and then there's just light underneath where there would normally be shade. So if I dig down and over, you can see it slowly gets brighter, which is really interesting. Also, all of the words are also in black. If we do /warp fleet, you can see it is a fleet of end ships, which is on its own kind of interesting. And if we go inside, do they still have all the end ship loot? So they have the potions of instant health. There's no elytra. Orders. There's a book in each of them. Destroy, and that funky text they do with the enchantments. Cut. Okay. So what if we throw these into a portal, because these are things we can put into a portal. So if we just go ahead and make a portal and throw in the cut thing, and we go to a random island, is it anything special? It puts us in another end ship. Whoa. Whoa. I kind of like that. So it's like end ships, but it's got a bunch of glass, which is really, 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 really killing my game, the glass. We're going to have to go back through that portal, I think. Oh no, if we can get to it. Oh no. I think my game might be done real fast. Let's just do another warp. So if we type in /warp bridges, you can see it's a bunch of bridges out of endstone, which it's really interesting. These actually, do they go down to Y0? Sure do. If we hit F3 here, we can see we're at -1. So yeah, they go down to the void. It's just a bunch of end bridges. If we do warp isolation, you can see, huh, go away. That's not English. So it looks like this is, oh, their cousin Jim, no, Bob's dog, Bob's other dog, their cousin Jim. There's Bob, home sweet home. Some paintings, and that's interesting. So this is /warp isolation, and you can see he's growing his own food. He's got a bunch of chests down here that are trapped for no reason, and some books. That's kind of cool. So you can see that, you know, you should really do some social distancing, like Bob here. He's really doing the social distancing. /warp llama is just bedrock. This is /warp origin, and you can see it's just your cursor when you hit F3, and it's actually in this. It's in the same angle. Oh, that's hilarious. That's actually kind of smart. That's really cool. I like that. I like how they did that. This is /warp missing, like missing. That one, /warp missing, and it has 2 iron golems here, which are just stuck there. And would you look at that? There's some beacons. That's kind of cool too. But some beacons. What's in this chest? Footprints. Can you do anything with the footprints? No? Huh. That is kind of cool though. Oh, you know what these are? The swaggiest stairs ever. Also, these iron golems are just stuck here. They can't do anything. They're just kind of chilling. /warp perfection. This is it. It's just a bunch of buildings. Is there anything under it? This is cobblestone. It's just an infinite hallway. /warp gallery does this cool little kind of art gallery looking thing with a bunch of the different blocks and some what looks to be like DNA strand looking things. That's pretty cool. Slash warp patterns. And it's just got a bunch of roads. That's basically what this is. It's just roads. If you go down here, it's just a bunch of different, I mean, it's... Oh, whoa. Oh! Oh, wait, let me go to the origin. I wonder what this is actually supposed to be. This looks kind of cool. That's trippy. Look at that. The list of these different things just goes on and on. For instance, this is Warp Retro, and it's just a grid of the chunks, it looks like. Every chunk has a green, two sides of it green, and they just come together. So they're 17 big, including that. But yeah, so there are so many different things. We're not going to get to all of them now. So I will have a list of all of these in the description down below for you guys to go ahead and check out. There are also some pretty interesting loading screens. Also on the starting screen, it has some interesting text that has to do with the coronavirus situation right now. For instance, stay strong, and other things such as gamers unite separately in your own homes. But guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, smash that like button and hit the red subscribe button down below and that bell icon to get notified of when I upload, because I might be doing more snapshots. And if you guys want me to, I will be doing some survival on this snapshot, so stay tuned for that. But yeah, so I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, smash the like button, hit the red subscribe button, and that bell icon down below to get notified of when I upload. I will have a list of the warps as well in the description down below, so make sure you go check those out if you are playing this. And yeah, so till next time, this has been Dresden, and goodbye.